might be on. So take a shot at it. This is Clark. Again, there's a lot of surface noise, so we're going to have to contend with that again today. What I'll attempt to do is show you the blue stick, focus stick in stages. And this is one that we considered finished. Okay. And you've seen this before. Okay. This past weekend I worked on some more on this new one. You just have to recall some of the things I'm going to say. Focus. Okay. This figure right here, not the same figure, but something like it, will be over here. And then another figure down here. I'm not able to see the screen, so I'm just guessing where we are. Okay. Might find out there was nothing, no video at all. Okay. Now, this portion from here to here appeared as one square, one rectangle. Here to here, one rectangle. Before I started going into making the figure. Okay. Down here I kept part of the rectangle and twisted a little bit. Made two boxes out of it. But all of this up to here was one rectangle, one box. What I had intended to do, and I keep forgetting, to bring the tools out to show you what I used on each stage. Okay, last time I told you I used a large knife and I used the adze. Okay, now all of this is what I'm talking about now is you can see it in earlier lessons. Okay. What I've done is what I added to this was a mallet and a chisel, a small chisel to make these areas flat. Perfectly flat. Then I continue with the knife. Continue with the knife and smooth out these areas. Okay. It may not look any different to you, but look at the previous one that I did last week. And you see that there were a lot of rougher edges than what you see in here. Okay. And we had good lighting, so you can tell which areas are flat and which areas are rounded. Okay, so I made sure these are twisted, that it's a little more precise. Now the next stage that will take place is I'll start in on figures. I'm only given 2 days to work each week, and it's only for a few hours. I didn't have a chance to work all day. The work on this will go much slower. It will slow down tremendously. Okay, what you've seen is a result of 4 days, not 4 full days, but let's say maybe 4 hours or 6 hours each week. The stage just before this one, the early one, was I have it titled 5 Walking Sticks. Okay, that let's see, yeah, the early one, that goes very quickly. What you saw was basic shapes were done within a 3.5 to 4 hour period, and the rest was just kind of tidying it up. And all I did this week was tidy some more. Just work on some very fine points before going in and doing additional sculpture work. So next week I may have one of the figures blocked out. You have to think in this whole thing is one sculpture. This piece right here is another sculpture. When we start breaking it down, this is the third sculpture. Okay, and we could say this part, fourth, fifth, fourth, fifth. But these parts right in here are individual sculptures. This one and this one. They're separate from the total package here. They'll be integrated, but it will take several days just to do one sculpture, several more days just to do another sculpture. Okay, then I add the rest of this to the 2 sculptures that are here. It took several weeks. I separated this from the total rectangle, and this portion right here took several weeks to make it look as you see it here. It's just like doing, if I was just doing a big sculpture. Only thing is, this is small. Okay, so this would take the same number of days, maybe 5 or 6 days, to block it out and get some idea of what the detail might look like later on. Okay. Then there's another area. After you've done the basic sculpture, there's designing the piece. Okay, designing the work, and that takes quite a bit of time. Designing takes quite a bit of time. Okay, so that's all we're going to do today. Now keep in mind that I first do one sculpture. I have no idea what the figures are going to look like. This one, I had no idea what the figure was going to look like. I complete one sculpture at a time. This is all one piece, but I visualize it into separate sections. This will be a figure, that will be a figure. Okay. I don't try to conceive the whole thing, the whole idea in the very beginning. I get the basic structure down, the fundamentals. Then I think about what I'm going to do for each one of the sculptures within the complex, within the total apparatus. Okay. One more thing. This is a much simpler piece. I'm not sure exactly. And this is out of lumber. I'm sorry, this is out of timber. The other two that you're looking at are from lumber. Okay, this would have had blocking on it, but I don't recall, it's been quite some time ago, how I blocked out the timber. Okay, and I moved from this type of hole, just straight through. Twisting it, and you saw it on several other sculptures, or at least one other one. Twisting this section here. Zoom in real quick. See, twisting it. Okay. I'm using these terms, twisted and so on, but I don't actually heat up the wood and bend it or do anything like that. It's carved to give you an illusion that there was twisting going on. Okay. There's no wood added, nothing glued on. It's just I carve it in such a way that you have an illusion that there's several things going on. You have an illusion that there are parts to this piece that might have been added. Okay. That's all for now, and see you